Good morning, everyone. You're welcome to this prestigious occasion, which is the first ever press conference of the People's Alliance for Change, PAC. My name is Modu Lamin Age Almu Savso. I am the Secretary General of the People's Alliance for Change. To my immediate right is Mr. Umar Barrow, who is the chairman of the movement, or the alliance specifically. To my immediate left is Mr. Papa Jan, who is the deputy chairman of this noble alliance. And next to Mr. Jan is a lady in the person of Madam Jennifer Fati, who is the public relations officer, the PRO of the People's Alliance for Change. Having introduced members of the high table, I will quickly hasten to read the program itinerary. There has been a slight change, so we take note of that. Instead of having the chairman, Umar Barrow, to give his deliberation, we will have the deputy chair, the deputy coordinating chair, Mr. Papa Jang, to make a statement before the chairman. So that's the little change we have done. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the media fraternity, members of the People's Alliance for Change, PAC here present, invited guests, our colleagues in the diaspora, etc., you are all welcome. And we all know when we talk about politics in our country, the Gambia, our country have earned the respect and admiration in the world for its peace and hospitality. Most of our concern over political engagement and participation has been very impressive, but recently there has been a calamitous decline in the consumption of our national unity. So we needed a unifying political movement that can unify the country against tribalism, against party politics. So this is very essential, which is one of the reasons why this press conference is held. Therefore, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor and pleasure to call upon the Deputy Chair, who is also the chair of the coordinating committee, Mr. Papa Jan, to give an overview of the alliance and preparations and the objectives. You have the floor, sir.
Wow. Gambia.
The MC, ladies and gentlemen of the press, distinguished guests, fellow Gambians, good morning. It is my honor to provide you with a brief overview of the People's Alliance for Change, PAC, who we are, why we are here, and the vision that drives the historical alliance. The historic alliance. PAC was founded in September 2025 at Lamens CDC by a committed group of patriotic Gambians who recognized a growing national urgency. Our country has endured the consequences of weak, incompetent, and ineffective leadership. And ordinary citizens continue to bear the cost. PAC was born out of a collective desire to salvage our nation, protect our democratic future, and ensure that the Gambia is led with competence, integrity, and accountability. Our mission is straightforward: to unite all movements, political parties, individuals, interest groups, and civil society voices under one powerful alliance that places the national interest above personal ambition. PAC is coordinating a nationwide coalition to forge and support a single, credible, and capable candidate who will champion the will of the people and lead the Gambia to a new era in 2026. PAC envisions a Gambia where leadership is defined by service, not self-interest. A country where government institutions work, public resources are protected, and every citizen is empowered to live with dignity. Our vision is for a united, peaceful, and progressive Gambia, guided by transparency, justice, and strong democratic values. achieve this vision, PAC has adopted a broad, inclusive, and national structure. At the apex is the National Leadership Council, which provides strategic direction. This is supported by various thematic committees, including governance, communications, mobilization, youth, women, and policy development. PAC also maintains active engagement cells in communities across the country, ensuring that voices from every corner of the Gambia are represented. Our alliance model creates space for movements, political parties, independent actors, and civil groups to participate equally and contribute meaningfully. PAC is not a movement of one individual. It is a coalition of Gambian citizens determined to change the trajectory of this country. We firmly believe that unity is our strongest tool. Only together can we restore hope, rebuild trust, and deliver leadership worthy of our people. As we move forward, as we move towards 2026, PAC remains committed to deep consultations, national engagement, and transparent processes that will guide us in selecting the best candidate to lead this nation towards lasting change. Ladies and gentlemen, this alliance is bigger than politics. It is a national rescue mission. And today, we open our doors to the media, the public, and all the Gambians who believe that our country deserves better. Thank you. May God bless the Gambia.
Chair, who is also the chair of the coordinating committee for the very wonderful deliberation. He has spoken about the overview of PAC, its formation, our objectives, the motive behind, and what is our mission exactly. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, permit me to acknowledge the presence of my good brother and friend in the person of Mr. Kemu Fadi, who has just joined us. Kemu, you're welcome. We are delighted to have you here, and it's very, very important. It's very important we look at some of the things that has been said by our able deputy chair. You see, the Gambia is facing a political turmoil, and the climate is very adverse. What we can do to correct the mistake that's been done in 2016 is to have a national unity system of politics adopted in place, because that's a very huge error that Gambians still need to witness. This error is the error of choosing a leader who represents a party. So party politics is affecting our nation severely, such that we have decided as an alliance to bring together movements, groups, whether youth or women groups, registered and unregistered political parties, even individuals, coming together to transform the juggling discourse of our country into a beautiful synonym of brotherhood through national unity. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, respected brothers and sisters and dignitaries invited, without any further ado, I would like to humbly call upon our able chair in the person of Umar Musa Barrow, who is the chairman of the People's Alliance for Change Party, to make this deliberation. You have the floor, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Gambia. Good morning, Media House present here. So, in the background of the People Alliance for Change, PAC. People Alliance for Change, PAC. This is a group of people who come together to initiate that Gambian people or Gambian politicians should come together, which we call Alliance for Interest of our country. So this was found in September 2024 5th in Lameng, CDC, which we sit as a group of Gambian people to discuss the situation of the country today. In that, I want to go to the local language whereby Gambian people can hear down there who are listening to me today and who are here because the message should be clear to Gambian people. So that being the case, I would like to speak the language whereby they can understand very well. He said it here. Pagla Finto Jam today, Finto out of forestation. While Gambia Onyami being there on Nawayami. So group of people will see the discourse. Yajiko is going to be very difficult a single person to come and change this country today. So mo kilinta banko falin no la pagi will understand wala na pagla finto na rabi insidang kachata as a Gambian ko pruka politician ol samunang better mirang clean. Because mbe ajele Gambia o nyami. Near other countries jibe na surrounding countries today in the Gambia surrounding country of the Gambia today even nyato bakale. So nobody can come multiple nang outside min bina nang Gambia duku na me Gambia dimolti. So that's why PAC come here. PAC man na as a movement or a political party. PAC mu kafolti mi alon ko inata pour que politicians ol samanang together. Pour politicians ol sinanang better miracle na banko duku because now single party mota kino la jang aba kolea. So kamale mul nataka initiate because if fonga fenji rek mula bi a initiate. So until we just initiate it, we unify people. After unifying, we are going to invite political parties. The political party will come and lead. So that's why we are here today. We don't put Manfelandi on the table right now. Manfelandi mialonko structure them walanto na team also the mialonko to go for 2026 election. Benjamin to be Wolem Kabamenol Kumandi. You be a small party, be a big party, we are calling Gambian people to come together. We all know this country cannot go without coming together today. That is the belief of PAC. But let Gambian people know that PAC is not a political party, PAC is not a movement. PAC mu groupe de mil findira nang pour que Gambia politico fali. Ka fali nyami 2026 so sa Gambia sa government so mi alon ka transparent government. Avec le banque de mi alon ko mobi sa kunnoje. Politician, I am calling politicians. Politician, put together, though we will have, our personal interest fine, but we want to take the personal interest aside. We take, the personal difference or political difference aside. We come as a country, we come as a nation, also banko samano. So wala nantel fintra na initiate put alena on board. Ma politician kumandla and Gambia women, youths, we are calling the elders. The religion leaders and the how to call it? We are calling the Gambian youths and the women, the interests of the country. You be a political leader down there or political movement leader down there. We want you people to consider Gambia. Look at our sick in the hospital. Look at our women in the garden and the market. Look at the country going today. The cost of living in the country today, that's more, make Gambian people to come together, to make so, to have a group which is going to do that negotiation, to bring politicians together. That is PAC stand today. We are doing that negotiation right now. We have we have people who answered our call. This is 13 to 15 political party at the movement today who, respectfully, answered our call. But to make so Gambian people to understand this point. We don't have no structure as of now. We don't have nothing in place. We want to do it together. So you are not left behind. We are not left behind. We want everybody to come. We push it together. This is national issue. So we are calling you people down there. For God's sake, let's see Gambia. Let's see Gambia. We can change it. Nobody can change Gambia. And this changing is going to be different. It's not going to be like 2026. That is our stand. Our changing, everything is going to be on table. Nothing on the carpet. Everything is going to be transparent. Everything is going to be everything is going to go through the law of the country today. We are not calling individual people to come and lead, but we are calling the whole country. We are calling the CAFOs. I'm repeating. We are calling the CAFOs. Mamusol kumandika, musul CAFO, and Chewal funding kelu. But in Mafraleko, Gambe down there, special diaspora. We need you people in this. That is one of Bankumandika, pour Banko solution Minkono, Alial Dakijar, in fact, Balsur pour Gambia develop. Be today, near Gambia, I mean, history, Mundu Komodomandik, and be Gambia Unyami is so sad. So, Moto Kenola, Kunkilinga, particularly Kenola, Miroto, Lafta Patil together, Nana Gambia Bondi 2026. With the cost of living GBB today, Gambia is just definitely, we need to risk our country by who politicians to come together. Politicians, I'm going to stop my word here, to call politicians, let them come. We just initiate, we don't put nothing in place, we want you people to come, just we unify, we want you people to come and lead, we follow. So that being the case, there is nothing miss here, there is nothing we do as of now, but we want to do it, collectively, as a Gambian, as a nation. So today is Friday. We can see that there is no time, but I'm going to stop here to say Juma Mubarak. Gambia, I'm thanking especially our media houses today. I cannot do nothing without thanking media houses. I'm giving that advice or that, light to you people to extend this message correctly, clearly. The message which is important here is unity. We want unity. We already set up a team who are doing that to do dialogue. Right now, the dialogue is going high here. We don't leave no party, we don't leave no group, we don't leave no youth, no women. What our intention, our aim, our intention and our aim is to see New Gambia 2026. A good governor, good government, whereby all Gambian people can see. Though we know not everybody can work in the government, but togetherness, we can have a good government. When we have good government, definitely Gambia, what we are crying, we'll get it. So this is the word I want to put there. Media houses, please, you just extend this message clearly, both different language, so that Gambian people can know and to see our stand today. Thank you very much.
Thank you graciously, our able chair, for the very wonderful remark. I will call it specifically. Without any further ado, I will politely hand over to Jainaba to speak in Wolof. Then I will acknowledge the presence of a few people and we move smoothly. Jainaba, you have the floor.
My name is Jenaba Fati Jata, the PRO of PAC. maa ngi nuyu képp ku nekk seen tur ak seen santa yéen mi nga xam ne yéen a ngi teew fii tey di nuyu presse bi di nuyu suñ executive board bi PAC di nuyu suñ members yi ak representatives yi yëpp maa ngi nuyu political parties yi nga xam ne ñoo join PAC maa ngi nuyu movement yi tamit ñu nga xam ne ñoo join PAC di leen wax ne suñ chairman bi Mr Omar Barrow lu mu wax rek loolu moo fa nekk dama ko bantuwaat rek soo gisee ñu taxawal PAC bii nii is because of us Gambians. Because deka bi su fekkee ne mu ngee dem nu mu war a demee there will be no need for us to have a movement bu nga xam ne dañ bëgg a andi political parties yi yëpp together pour ñu make sure ne ñu unseat the current government bu nga xam ne moo fi nekk ñun yëpp gis nañ deka bi nu moo demee su fekkee ne mu ngee demee nu mu war a demee ñun comme nu ma leen ko waxee si njëlbeen bi duñ doon jóg waaye PAC ñu ngee oo jigéen ñi ñu ngee oo ndaw yi ñu ngi oo suñu yaay yi pour ñu ñëw ñu jàppale ñu si movement bu nga xam ne moom lañ organise nii to make sure ne dëkk bi nu moo demee nii ak lu nga xam ne ñu ngi koo dunda si dëkk bi ñu mun ko fii génnee te loolu ñun rek ñoo ko fi mun a def naka lañ ko mun a defee bëgguñ ko jóg pour xeex bëgguñ ko jóg pour saaga let us all come together ñu jël suñ karta yi PAC candidate bu ñoo tànn ñun ak Gambian si yëpp ñun ñoo koo tànn together candidate bu nga xam ne PAC dina ko tànn comme suñ chairman bi nu mu ko waxee ñun ak Gambian si yëpp ñun ñoo koo tànn together right now lu ñoo def nii mooy dañoo woon Gambian si ne am na movement bu nga xam ne dafa taxaw pour andi political parties si together xeebuñ benn political party bu mag bi bu ndaw bi movement bu mag bi bu ndaw bi ñu ngi oo ñëpp ñu ñëw ñu bokk ak PAC nga gis Gambian si seen boppa dinañ mun a tànn njiit bu nga xam ne foog nañ ne njiit bi moo mun a yóbbu réew mi te ñun suñ njiit bi tànn organise une coalition pour ñu change government bi rek ñu empty déedéet ñu ngi organise suñ coalition bi pour ñu change government bi change système bi ñu make sure dëkk bi dox nu mu war a doxee because the past coalition buñ fi am mooy dañ change government bi rek loolu rek lañ fi def apart from that defuñ dara loolu moo tax ñu nekk si coono buñ nekk nii so su fekkee ne dañ bëgg a dëkk bi mu move dañoo change government nu moo doxalee PAC nag loolu la taxaw pour def te ñun mënuñ koo def ñun kenn nuñ ko mën a defee mooy we have to engage all Gambians ñu bokk ci movement bii nii ñu engage all political parties ñu bokk ñu tànn benn njiit bu nga xam ne mooy yóbbu réew mi loolu mooy taxawaayi PAC te ñu ngi oot ñëpp ñu ñëw join PAC ñu make sure ne ñu push agenda bi mu dem bàyyuñ kenn nag ñëpp lañ ci boole even gars yi NPP si sax ñu ngi leen a invite pour ñu ñoo bokk ci PAC bi bii nii ñu choose a candidate bu nga xam ne dina mun a yóbbu Gambia ñëpp mënuñoo liggéey ci government waaye soo amee fooy jàppa ngay xëy di liggéey sa dunda bi yomba living environment bi is suitable for you you don't have to kill yourself to be part of the government mun ngaa nekk ci sa site yaa ngee liggéey loo war a def yaa ngee dundal sa njaboot soo ñu ngee oot Gambian si yëpp ñu ñoo bokk ci movement bi ñu push narrative bu nga xam ne loolu moo ñu tax ñu jóg ñu push ko ñun ñëpp ñu taxaw benn baat ñu choose a candidate bu nga xam ne dafa represent a whole Gambia du toog foofu noonu mu am a set of people yi nga xam ne ñooñu laa represent wala mu toog foofu noonu di liggéeyal a set of people Gambian need a governance government bu nga xam ne dafa liggéey pour Gambian si yëpp du segregate du xool yow fan nga bokk fan nga dëkka du xool ne kii suma frère la kii suma xarit la dafa liggéey pour Gambia bi yëpp PAC loolu moo ñu tax a jóg loolu moo tax ñu taxaw te loolu la ñoo engage Gambian si yëpp ñu ñoo bokk ak PAC ñu choose a candidate bu nga xam ne dafa njëriñ dëkk bi njëriñ ñu ñun ñëpp loolu moo tax PAC ñëw di leen jërëjëfal nag tey Friday la ma gàttal kaddu bi we have lot of speakers ñu nga xam ne dañ war a wax di leen wax jërë ngeen jëf.
Thank you very much, Madam Jena Bafadi, the PRO of the People's Alliance for Change, so Captain Rafet Lord. Sikatal Wahrek, Dina Buga acknowledge the presence of a few people who have just joined us or they're here with us, commencing with the organizing members of PAC, with Bubakar Jabate. Mr. Ibugay is also here. We have Mr. Dudu Dao, Musa Jallo, Ibrahim Sise, lawyer Hassan Martin, Neiture Fatou Sow, Jay Fati, Ibrahim Jata, Ibra A.A. Sise, and we have Prof. Mbalo, our very good friend and brother, is with us here. Lamin J. Ture is here. Lamin Jata, Sajo Bojang, Vicente Mendy, our good friend, is here. And Ibrahim Esba, of course, who is my fellow writer, and he's also the current PRO of the Writers Association of the Gambia. Ladies and gentlemen, we've heard the two speakers, the previous speakers, demystify in their explanation. They've portrayed the image of the Gambia that we want to see for ourselves and our future generations yet unborn. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it's critical at this moment to read the press statement. And before we do so, I would like to tell you that this press statement is going to be read by Mr. Kemo Fati, who is not a new face. And Kemo will take us through the press statement to better understand the purpose of this gathering. Kemo, you have the floor now to read the press statement.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you so much. Good morning, fellow Gambians. My name is Kemo Fati, and on behalf of PAC today, I want to greet all the ladies and gentlemen here present, the press, distinguished invited guests, representatives of civil society, public stakeholders. Good morning, and thank you for honoring our invitation to this important press conference conveyed by the People's Alliance for Change, PAC. Today marks a significant moment for our alliance as we take another bold step towards strengthening political participation, national unity, and civic engagement in the Gambia. The formation of PAC is rooted in a shared desire to build a platform that brings together diverse voices, movements, and committed citizens to genuine national transformation. We are gathered here today to update the public on the level of preparations undertaken by PAC in recent weeks, clarify our mission our vision and organizational direction as a unified national alliance. Introduce the interim coordinating leadership structure responsible for steering PAC during the transitional phase. Provide a space for open dialogue through question and answer with the media and citizens here present. PAC firmly believes that political process must be transparent, accountable, and rooted in the will of the people. This press conference reflects our commitment to openness and public engagement. PAC is built on simple but powerful principles to restore integrity, justice, and development in the Gambia through inclusive leadership and citizen-centered governance. Our objectives include promoting democratic values and national unity, strengthening youth and women participation in leadership, advocating for transparent public service delivery, providing a platform for collaboration and among progressive movements, championing economic and social political reforms. As part of our initial phase, PAC has established an interim coordinating leadership team to guide our activities before a full executive structure is finalized. This interim team will manage communications, policy directions, coordination, mobilization, and strategic planning until the restructuring process is completed next week. We highlight PAC is not a closed group, but an open alliance welcoming credible Gambians, organizations, and movements that share values and a vision for national progress. We recognize the essential role the media plays in strengthening democracy and accountability. As such, we want to reassure all journalists and media houses that PAC remains committed to working cooperatively, transparently, and respectfully with the press. We also appreciate your role in amplifying national conversations and ensuring public access to truthful information. In the coming days, PAC will launch a series of national outreach engagements, release our initial policy framework for public scrutiny, expand consultations with civil societies, youth groups, and political actors, and announce the full executive structure of PAC after the restructuring process. This alliance is a collective effort. Its success depends on the active involvement of all Gambians who seek a better future, one built on justice, opportunity, and responsible governance. We thank you once again for being here. Your interest, your coverage, and continued dialogue will help strengthen our democracy. We look forward to your questions during the interactive session shortly. I thank you all for your attention. Besides the press statement, I would also like to give a statement to the Gambian people and all. Today, because you have relied on the constitution that which was here by a regime that oppressed the Gambian people, you backed on that to stay for a third time. This is unacceptable to the Gambian citizenry as a sign of frustration and desperation from a citizenry that sees its country heading towards the wrong direction, where we want to correct you as a leader that have brought immense development to the Gambian people. Build roads, reduce traffic, strengthen women. President Barrow has done a great deal of work. But if President Barrow steps beyond the borders, beyond the boundaries, to push the Gambians for a third term, he has insulted the entire National People's Party, that no competent person exists to replace President Barrow in his party to allow a level playing field for a multi-party contest in the Gambia's democracy. And the people of NPP, together with President Barrow, will connive to suppress the will of the Gambian people, to take the Gambian people back into a dictatorship. This is unacceptable. And now the Gambian people must speak in a collective voice. And this has to go to all the opposition leaders, that this time around, there is not a multi-party contest. The Gambia failed to have a new constitution to renew its democracy. Now you must speak together in one voice for the Gambian people, to the president and to the world, to show him that this no longer is not a level playing field for a multi-party contest, but we must come together to ensure that the promises of the previous coalition are met and that the Gambia is preparing for an equal playing field for a multi-party contest. This is the sole aim of PAC coming together, starting that national conversation. We did say that, in fact, the coalition talks must not begin in January, but must begin before January arrives. Because you cannot fatten your pig on a market day. If we want to collectively show the leadership and awaken the entire Gambian people, let us make it a habit of standing with the truth, understanding that we are a fragile nation, that people cannot even stand and protest here. You, the Gambian people, gave us that power. You gave us that power to stand and protest. Solo Sandeng had died for electoral reforms in Westfield here. A decade later, Solo Sandeng's dreams have not been met. The diasporans cannot vote. There is still no electoral reforms. We are still banking on the 1997 Constitution, a constitution designed to instill power to a few people, to enable a country where executive power becomes almost dictatorial. This is not the Gambia that we dreamed of. So, Honorable President Adama Barrow, if you are listening, I feel that there's thousands of competent people in your party. Allow the Gambia for a multi-party contest. A third term is not something that the Gambian people want. And this is why we call upon the opposition to unite so that you can reflect within yourself to understand that time has come when you have to put forward your resignation and no longer contest, and you will be hailed as a hero in this country. But if you fail to do that, time will come in this country. We all know the disrespect that comes from the Gen Z. For us, the millennials, we are good. So do not erase the goodwill that you have created in the Gambian people, and do not make yourself a fool to the Gambian people. For the people who are close to you, they will want you to stay. But you as a president will continue to be paid by the Gambian taxpayers' money until the day you die. That is the greatest honor we can give you, Your Excellency. So we urge you to hear the plea of the Gambian people and do not contest for the 2026 election, so that all of these efforts that we are making here will no longer be part of the discussion. The Gambia will be free for a multi-party contest. But if you insist, this movement will do everything that we can in our power. We will strengthen the democratic processes. We will reach out to our partners, our allies, and all the opposition parties that so be exist in this country. That this time around, the 2026 election cannot be among three people. It must be among the Gambian people and the National People's Party. Let us see who really represents the people of the Gambia. Thank you very much.
One could have ever witnessed in red in such a gathering. And the secret of the mouth is best known by the chewing stick, so we don't need to elaborate more on this. I think the message is straightforward, and we all know why we are here. So without any further ado, let me just invite Ms. Alimatu Sow to make a statement, then we move straight into the Q&A to save us time. Alimatu, you have the floor to just make a very brief statement. You remind us that you have about 1-2 minutes to deliver this beautiful statement.
Di wax ne jërëjëf pour li nga xam ne nangutoo leen ko tey mu nekk tur bi nga xam ne moom la nangutoo di gàddu si biir ay mbooloo yoo xam ne di taxaw si nag ak kàddu koor ñu tuddee ko PAC moo nekk People Alliance for Change. Comme ni ko waxkat yi waxee rek loolu moo fa nekk PAC nag ñëwuñ pour discrimination ñun seetuñ xeet seetuñ religion seetuñ liñ political party bi ñun liñ gis moo nekk Gambia ñun liñ gis moo nekk loolu tàntaan bu Adama Barrow loolu tàntaan and then boobu nekk loolu daatam waaye comme Mr. K moo di ko waxee moo nekk ne xanaa amul keneen koo xam ne si National People's Party bi mun na moo jël ki nga xam ne moo nekk tànki président Adama Barrow ba moom mu mun a fulfil li nga xam ne suñu constitution bi mu nekk li nga xam ne moo nekk ni Gambia xanaa ñun amuñ loolu si National People's Party su fekkee ne nag loolu tey ba tey Mr. President tam ñu ko xono kon waa Political People Alliance for Change ñu taab ñu nangu tooleen de fi nekk nag réew mi wax dëgg fa yàlla toll na foo xamante ni waruñoo gis xeet waruñoo gis religion waruñoo gis dara liñ war a gis rek moo nekk ni na président Barrow wàcca ak government bi ñu put in another government PAC nag waxuñ ne kii mooy lii waxuñ ne kële mooy lii ñun liñ soxla moo nekk a change not only change but I always mention this we need a positive change because among every change but it was not a positive one so this time around we definitely need a positive change and positive change boobu suñ ko bëggee pour ñu mun koo am wax dëgg fa yàlla dañoo delluwaat baat ci ni ko indee woon in 2016 ba mun a indi change boobu noonu te loolu la war a tàccewaat suñu liggéey ñëpp ñu booloo ko si benn kàddu ñu ngi oo ndaw ñi ñu ngi oo mag ñi ñu ngi oo political parties bi even NPP ñu leen invite pour ñu ñëw join People Alliance for Change su fekkee loolu mun naa am nag dëkk réew mi Gambia mun nga dem si gannaaw ndaw ñi Gambia mun nga dem si gannaaw jigéen nag ñoo dee fal nguur jigéen ñoo dee fal nguur kon nag jigéen ñi Gambia ay ñen ñu toog ñu seetaan suñu boppa ñu waxtaan ak suñu déggee ñu xool nguur gi fi nekkal lan leen ñu defal ak lan leen ñu naakaa defal ñu seet suñu boppa ak yeneen réew yi nga xam ne ñoom ñu amee masuñu ci kon ci kaw loolu noonu PAC nag nangu doone ñëw ne ñëpp ñoo xeex ñu taxaw ñoo xeex boo xam ne dañoo use ñu daal la déedéet xeex boo xam ne dañoo use suñu stratégie ba nga xam ne dina mën a wàcce nguur gi fi nekk tey li ñoo gën a advoqué nag moo nekk ne tànn benn leader dara nekk ko ci kaw table bi waaye ñu ngi all political parties all movement foundation yëpp nañ ñoo join together ñu génne li nga xam ne moom moo nekk di am si dëkk bi because dëkk bi fu mu nekk di wax dëgg fa yàlla ñu moo demee jarul kenn ko wax kenn comme si gàttal rek dinaa ñëwaat tamit baamtu li ma wax léegi si soose mbe moo be kontal na moom mooy tooli kontal la mbe Gambia loolu kontal na mbe diaspora kontal na mbe parti leader ɓe ɓe mbaɗele jam ɓe moo be kontal na tooli kontawal ñu tello People Alliance for Change tellanata jam People Alliance for Change ni a moy bam kuɗɗingol lo they are citizens nder ɓe mo janti nder ɓe ɓe janti nder ɓe mo citizens ɗe so wotama our constitutional right ay mon sembetuya pour ngana ɓe nga kafu nga banko wonde aɓe yetti koɓinto ɓe parti leader sol ɓe commandela ɓe movement leader sol ɓe commandela ɓe NPP kol commandela pour ɓe ngana nga dem nga banko dogo pour banko eta ñaame Gambia la ñatonta ate tamolo musol koma ate tamo fondinkewol koma ɓe fondinkewol ɓe ko commandela ɓe yayi kafol commandela ɓe momoyalo ɗumu Gambia ɗimoti iɓe diaspora iɓe Gambia ɓe moɓe commandela PAC pour ngana we work hard and fight for a positive change. So time amul maa ngi nuyu ñi nga xam ne ñoo fi teew ñëpp maa ngi nuyu high table bi nuyu parti leaders yi nga xam ne ñoom ñoo joy PAC fekkee tamit di oo ñi nga xam ne ñëwagul ne yéen ñëpp ñëw leen parce que we are going we are moving and then ñu ngi move with a strong force bu nga xam ne duñ violate any rules yu nga xam ne suñ constitution loolu la teg lépp loo xam ne PAC dinañ ko def dinañ ko teg ci yar dinañ ko teg ci teggin duñ saaga parce que am na ci ñoo xam ne already am nañ loolu si seen constitution yi wala si seen mandat bi ne saaga boo ko fi nguur gi di ko génne du ay saaga du ay gaaruwaale lan moo ko génne moo nekk ñun ñëpp ñu takku suñu ndigal ñun ñëpp ñu bokk a namutoo ñu xool interest of the nation moo nekk suñu moral la di Gambia we want to get back that smiling coast of Africa into the Gambian face on that note I thank each and every one of you Bafalako Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, I'm going to start so
Thank you, Sister Alima Tissaou, for the wonderful statement. I think it's important that we digest what's been said so far. We are smoothly moving to the Q&A session with the media. The mic will be going round to personnel, the people from the media. If you have a question, kindly give us your name and the media that you are representing. We will also be allowing PAC members of the high table to, where possible, also answer or respond to your questions. Yes, so please make your questions short and straightforward. Maybe if you're from dissect media house, you can allow one person to ask, just to save us time. So let me be much of that and want to take the mic round. Yeah, just tell us your name and then let us know to whom your question is directed to. If it is not on the high table, we have members down there who can also be apt to dissent. Thank you.
I've seen a strong desire for the opposition to form a coalition against in 2026. But the sticking point that I have noticed is how and who to lead the coalition. What is PAC's position on that?
Okay, Kim, would you like to respond to that? Okay,
Shall I respond?
Yeah.
Yes, so PAC is not primarily concerned with who leads the coalition. PAC is primarily concerned of the genuine need to come together. That selection process, since we say we are a civilized people, we are a democratic people, let's allow those democratic principles to allow for that leader to emerge within the coalition. Majorities can be there. You can have a majority here, but you have to always understand that majorities do not decide what is right or what is wrong. Your conscience does. So if every Gambian, every opposition leader operates within their right conscience for the interests of the Gambian people, they would know that definitely, without a coalition, they would lose this Gambia to already a regime that has denied the Gambian people of a constitution. So with that being the stake, what are they prepared to do for the Gambia? Is it that they want to propel themselves personally to be leading the coalition such that it affects the unity of people coming together, or would they put aside their differences? Would they put aside their egos? Would they put aside their personal ambitions for this Gambia to materialize into the Gambia that we wish? So we want to say we create an equal playing field. So that means that the person who should actually lead the coalition must not have any intention of running for office afterwards. It could be someone who is totally independent, but it could still also be, say, the majority of the people holding. It could even be somebody that we, the Gambian people, will go and resuscitate to say, look, even if you have leave politics, let's say people like Ali Fassad, we can revive them to come and put this coalition on a trajectory since they are out of the political realm. These are all possibilities, but it must come from conscience. It must not come from whether we have majority or we have less of a people or we are the most popular or President Barrow is going to lead. So there's all of these things running inside the head of the opposition. When there's a declining popularity of the presidency, everybody thinks that they are going to win. And this will cost them the ultimate victory that they are looking forward. So right now, it's not a war of who's going to lead, who has the upper hand. It's a conscience to save this country. And whoever must lead that must understand the sovereign purpose that is bringing you. It's a sacred duty that this coalition is calling for. So whoever is there, we don't mind. We really do not care who leads this coalition. What we care about is that unanimous spirit of the Gambian people calling for change.
Thank you.
But for now, the one I want for free is that there is no stronger political party than PAC. I can tell you this for free. So those who want that, you get what you need, who you know, you join people alliance for change. This one be one now. Man, you couldn't say head, couldn't say asker, couldn't even say religion. Come here, we'll live with one. PAC, league, I'm a figure of how to take them to the scope table. Key when they can party. No, never interested PAC. You soon interest when you hear the Gambia, you make a detail. You go to the level of you never want to consume. No one to consume in 2050 to no level. I think I've answered your question. Thank you.
Yeah, so from Kenya. So far, I want to know how many political parties are able to join your movement.
Yeah, I think Chair would like to respond to that. You have to go, Chair.
Yes, thank you very much. So, for now, like I said before, we have 30 to 15 political parties and movement who are answering to already answered our call as PAC. But as of now, I tell you here, there is nothing on the table. We are calling others to come so that we can move together. So that is our call for now. And see what's in here. PAC is not a political party or a movement. PAC is a group who come together to see the necessity of the country today. So do the consultation, discussion with other parties to come together. We just unify people so that the owners can take charge. Those are the politicians. So our stand today, we are calling politicians to come and take charge. That's it. I think I will answer the question.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Distinctively, I think it's necessary to say that an alliance is bigger than a movement. So PAC is an alliance, not a movement. Yeah, I think we would like to take note of that. Who is the next guest?
Yes, good afternoon or good morning. My name is Sidi Vikani from BNN. You've mentioned during your deliberation that your mission is to make sure that you have a formidable coalition against the government to make sure that Gambian was especially something that we want as the new constitution and others. Now, so in case that coalition talks fail, or that coalition talks to yield a result, what will be the stand of PAC? Whether we're going to see PAC into politics, when your mission is to make sure that we have at least one opposition formidable candidate against President Adam Barrow if he happens to go for that term.
Yeah, we will have two reactions to that question, one from the other on the high table. Let's have our deputy chair react to that quickly, then lawyer Hassan Martin will respond. Yeah.
I'm not having a reaction, I'm just saying God forbid. Thank you so much. That's a very important question. So basically what we can tell you is that our mandate as PAC for now, we are definitely in consultation with all political parties, movements, as you said, as my colleagues have just said, to ensure that we bring all the political, we serve as a bridge to bring all the political parties, like-minded people under the same umbrella and allow them to make their own decision in terms of selecting who their leader is and all that stuff. So that is our goal now, and that is our primary objective. So that is what we're working on, and that is what we will ensure that we will always be doing to ensure that obviously all the other parties will definitely understand our message and definitely know what is at stake.
If that's it, no.
So basically, if anybody wants to expand on that, I would allow my colleagues to expand on that.
Yeah, thank you so much, our brother, Mr. CDD Kani, for the question, and let's gently take the mic round to.
No, it's not answered.
Yeah. Is your question answered?
No, it's not answered. It's not answered. In that situation, if the coalition fails, we will know the Gambians fail, the country fail. That is not PAC. Because our intention here to bring people together, interest of the country, not personal, party or movement. This is the interest of you and I and others listening to me today. So if that don't happen, we will know that, like my brother said, God forbid, we will know Gambia still now we have a problem, and Gambian people fail, including the civil government. So that's why in that I'm telling you, God forbid again, if that don't happen, we know that we are failed as a country. So now that is the point we are here to call people so that that one cannot happen. In collaborating with other people to come join hand with us. We don't want to have any failure for 2026. It's the interest of the good Gambians, interest of the politicians, interest of the youth and the women. So that in the case we don't need nobody there. And to be sure, we are going to do this every day and night. We don't have no day off. So that Gambia can be changed, and we can change. We are going to start changes in our members as PAC. That's why we are, doing this consultation. So give you that hope. That one is not going to happen, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us.
I think the question is not answered.
I think I answered you.
That's what my brother said. Kemo said, may God forbid. Kemo, you can react.
It's not answered.
Yeah. Don't worry, react quickly before I hand over to the lawyer. Yeah.
suma xarit bi fi jógee wax léegi waaye PAC there is no way boo xam ne dinañ mën a fay si li nga xam ne loolu la taxaw pour bañ a fay moo tax liggéey na depuis 2015 xaalis ba 2016 ñu doon a génn and then pour bañ a fay moo tax dañ ko put on a solid foundation boo xam ne comme ni ko waxee c'est une party interest c'est une movement interest this is for the interest of the Gambia so we are not the least expecting a failure in this. Thank you.
2025. So to answer your question, if everything fails, now we want to see what is the scenario of failure looking like. The whole Gambia refused to unite against a system that has continued to propel what has been in the Gambia before. There is no difference between 2 years and 15 years.